I know you.
You know me?
Long Island Auditor, man. I watch your stuff.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
You do good work.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Really?
My name's Sean, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I record the police.
It's crazy how you were just here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at it. I don't want to argue at all. You know what I mean? I'm good.
So I'll be getting underneath this truck and checking brakes and everything.
This is a very thorough inspection.
Is it as exciting as you thought it'd be?
Hey, you didn't spit in my face.
Why would I do that?
I don't care who you are. Right now. You spit in my face.
I've seen your videos. You're one of the most respectful people I've ever seen.
All right, so we're driving in the state of Connecticut, and we saw a law enforcement officer activate his emergency lights here. Connecticut State Police.
So with wheels on the ground, I have to double check that. Oh, okay. You got your license on you, sir? I know you.
You know me?
Long Island Auditor, man. How you doing? I watch your stuff.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
You do good work, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Were you with him?
No.
No.
So as you can see, we're about, I would say 15 feet away, probably less, maybe even 10 feet away from the law enforcement officer here. And he's doing a great job. He has no problem with us exercising our First Amendment right, which is how it should be. He shouldn't have a problem with us exercising our rights, because he swore an oath to uphold those rights and uphold the Constitution. So far he's doing the right thing. He has no issue with me filming. He engaged with me a little bit because he knows who I am. I'm sure he does. His former colleague, Brian Fahey, was a Connecticut State Police officer. We all know how the former Sergeant Fahey incidents went. I've been doing this for 5 years. I can definitely tell if a law enforcement officer is a tyrant most times just by looking at them, seeing their eyes, etc. Just like Officer Utter, the Danbury Police Department here in Connecticut, former Sergeant, disgraced Sergeant Brian Fahey. Whole different process with a commercial vehicle, huh?
Yeah, it's a little different one. So any commercial motor vehicle on the road, we're allowed to pull over at any time to do an inspection.
Okay, without reasonable suspicion of any infraction.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's rules for. They call it a Motor Carrier Safety Assistance Program.
Okay.
So we're able to do that.
Do safety checks.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, at any time.
What does a safety check involve, if you don't mind me asking?
There's different levels. So there's a level 3, which is basically you're doing almost like a paperwork check. So you're checking their locks to make sure they had enough downtime and sleep, so they're not a hazard on the road.
Right. Makes sense, right.
Making sure the vehicles are registered and making sure they have the proper insurance, because they have to have a certain amount of insurance for carrying loads. Okay. Which you can imagine.
Right.
Not only for the public in case they get injured, but also for the load itself.
Right. Exactly. Makes sense.
Sometimes, it may look small, but that might be $1 million piece of machine.
Right. Gotcha.
Making sure that their DOT number is active. Because the DOT also looks into their insurance and safety.
A DOT is a federal number.
The DOT, yeah, and that's registered with the FMCSA.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah. Just curious, never seen a commercial stop before. Thank you.
Yeah, most of the drivers are all professionals, so we kind of have a good rapport.
Yeah, okay. Now, can any police officer pull over a commercial vehicle?
You actually have to be certified.
Okay, so
there's certain people that have the DOT certifications. In Connecticut, the Commercial Vehicle Safety Division is run through the DMV. And then there's also some state troopers that are certified.
All right, guys. This encounter begins with an unexpected twist as the Connecticut State Police officer immediately recognizes the Long Island auditor and greets him with respect instead of suspicion. Rather than creating tension over the camera, the officer calmly continues a commercial vehicle inspection while allowing the recording to continue without interference. As the conversation unfolds, the auditor learns about the different levels of commercial vehicle safety inspections, the legal authority behind them, and how specially certified officers conduct these roadside checks. From the very beginning, this interaction sets a remarkably different tone than many controversial police encounters.
Also told me to look in here.
You guys got a new one and you can send it to your phone? I'm good with that. Let me just get the
Right here.
That's the new one?
Come on, brother.
Come on, guys.
Hi, guys.
Get rid of the old one.
All right, we're good over here. I'll let you guys go inside. I'm confused though because in Connecticut, for me to have the flashing lights on, I need a vehicle in tow.
I'll double check.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm a billion% positive.
Listen, every time I say that, it screws me. Gotta give yourself at least 99%.
Yeah.
1% that you might mess up.
All right.
Pretty sure. Oh, good. Because if that was the case, they would need lights on that too. It's the same concept.
No, because there's actually a statute about vehicles.
I mean, you can look at it. I don't want to argue at all. You know what I mean? I'm good. You told me the inspection's out of date. The inspection's in date. You told me the insurance is out of date. The insurance is in date. I don't know.
Where are you coming from, man? What's like, where you your boys over there?
Killing me, yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Killing me.
Okay, cool. You know, I wouldn't think that I'd run into a Connecticut State Police officer here. A former colleague of the infamous Brian Fahey, and him say that I do good work. I mean, law enforcement officers tell me that all the time. Normally it's not on camera, I will say, but you know, we should all celebrate citizens exercising peacefully their First Amendment rights, their Fourth Amendment right, their Fifth Amendment right. The Constitution should be celebrated, whether they're civilians, law enforcement, military. All citizens of the United States should celebrate the Constitution, not demonize it, not violate it, especially not violate it. It should be something that we celebrate as Americans, whether you're left, right, middle. Again, the way I see it, it's up and down. It's us versus them. The people in power who have the resources and the people who don't have the power and the resources. There's a lot more of us than them. So we need to stick together, not be caught in this back and forth where the powerful try and pin us against each other over these culture wars, you know, different ideology. We can have differences of opinion, but the one thing that we should all stand firm in as Americans is the United States Constitution and our freedoms. You might not like that I'm filming law enforcement officers on a traffic stop, that I happen to see a traffic stop and I stopped, got out of my car to record from a safe distance. But you should respect it. You should celebrate it, because this is what makes our country great. In some countries, you go to film a law enforcement officer and they will end your life. They'll put you in a gulag forever. But in the United States of America, we should celebrate our right to record law enforcement in public. That's what we should do. So,
Island auditor though, huh?
huh?
Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Oh, no.
Island auditor, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
My name's Sean, yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I record the police.
It's crazy how you were just here. Out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah. I saw you getting pulled. I saw him pull behind you, and I saw him put on the lights, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go record, make sure everything was all cool. He knows who I am. Yeah, I just recorded the police. One of his colleagues actually spit in my face. Insane. Insane. Check it out. Long Island Audit on YouTube. Brian Fahey. Yeah. He retired in disgrace, but he spat in my face. Disgusting.
You pulled me over because I didn't have the flashing lights on.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say.
Now watch this, because the discussion quickly expands beyond a simple traffic stop into a broader conversation about constitutional rights and public accountability. The auditor reflects on previous negative experiences with law enforcement while emphasizing that peaceful citizens should never be discouraged from exercising their First Amendment rights. At the same time, the truck driver explains his own situation, and both men exchange thoughts about commercial vehicle regulations, roadside inspections, and towing requirements. Instead of confrontation, the atmosphere remains respectful, demonstrating how professional communication can completely change the outcome of a public police interaction.
I did say 1 billion% to him, but if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
you do not need. Actually, you get pulled over if you have them on and you don't have a vehicle in tow.
Right.
Right? Like you have to. You see that back part right there?
There has to be a vehicle hanging off of it, right?
Yeah, with the wheels on the ground.
Okay. That makes sense, because I heard you made the point, like, well, then that tractor trailer would need a same thing. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
If you really think about
But
it.
he did say that he said, I didn't know this because I don't drive commercial vehicles, but I didn't know that they could pull you over at any time for no reason.
Yeah,
to do an inspection.
That's the only shitty part. It's my first time ever though.
Oh, okay. How long you been doing it?
2 years now.
Okay, first time.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got lucky. He's not gonna head me up. He's not gonna head me up with me here. You know, I really love these positive interactions. I really do, because you don't have to worry about getting unlawfully arrested, having to try and de-escalate an irate officer telling me to back up. This is how every single interaction filming law enforcement should go.
Question is,
Yeah.
what does he do at this point?
Yeah, maybe there's some sort of like checklist that he has to go through.
Oh no, it's a level 1 inspection. They have to inspect the whole truck.
Level 1 inspection? Oh yeah, he told me there was different levels, level 1, 2, 3.
So 3's easy for him.
It's just paperwork.
No, 3 is just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're good. Level 1, like they check the whole truck.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not afraid of it.
Right.
If I was driving a bad truck, I'd be afraid.
Right. And how are these fines? Do you know, like from talking? I know you never did this before, but are they, you don't know?
I wish I could.
Are they like huge? I would imagine, right? Commercial vehicle.
That's how they get you.
Yep. All revenue generating service by the law enforcement officers here.
Like 2 minutes later, that's when he came in. It wasn't even like.
Yeah.
I seen him sitting there, nice camera rolling, minding my business. I'm doing everything right.
I saw him get right behind you. I was like, oh, this guy's getting pulled over. I was like, perfect, because if you would have pulled over anywhere else, I can't just stop on the side of the highway. So I was like, oh, they're going into a service stop. Let me go record it. That's what I do. So we're going to see this through till the end. We've been here for a little while now, but you got to see it through to the end. So this law enforcement officer goes under.
All right.
Help my boy out over here.
Law enforcement officer / mechanic.
So I'll be getting underneath this truck and checking brakes and everything.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Interesting.
Whole different aspect.
Yeah. Never seen a level 1 commercial vehicle inspection, so if you haven't seen one, we're about to see one today, or we're in the process of seeing one.
Hopefully, rain will hold off.
Yeah, hopefully.
Humidity and the smoke.
It's been,
the smoke down.
yeah, Long Island, yeah, it was bad.
I was having a hard time breathing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. This is a very thorough inspection.
Can you tell if that leak is your oil or your the hydraulic? But it's the same spot. So all your brakes are good. This one here is right on the edge. It's not a violation, but you're going to want to have them adjust those. Because very soon it's going to be out of service condition. So we're done. I just got to write up that report, so that also takes a while. So,
He's done, apparently.
Here's where things become especially interesting. The commercial inspection continues in full detail as the officer performs a thorough Level 1 inspection, carefully examining the truck's mechanical condition, braking system, documentation, and overall roadworthiness. The auditor observes every step while asking questions that help viewers understand a process many have never witnessed before. Even as the inspection grows more extensive, everyone involved remains cooperative and composed. Rather than escalating into conflict, the encounter becomes an educational example of transparency, professionalism, and respectful public observation.
was it as exciting as you thought it'd be?
Hey, you didn't spit in my face.
Why would I do that? I've seen your videos. You're one of the most respectful people I've ever seen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I try and be. Thank you, sir.
My hands are super dirty. Let me take this off.
I try and be, sir. Thank you.
Yo, you're welcome.
Appreciate it, okay? Take care. Take care. Good luck with everything. Take care, officer. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, inspection was done. I don't understand how some people can say I am the most the worst person in the world, and then at the end of the day, law enforcement officers tell me that I'm the most respectful person he's seen. I try and be respectful. I try and be cordial to everybody. I try and treat people the same way I want to be treated. I have no vendetta against law enforcement. I have friends that are captains, lieutenants, that, you know, they see the system for what it is. It's the system that's bad, not just every single officer. It's not that. It's the system. Obviously, you're going to have law enforcement officers who engage in misconduct and violate the law. The problem is that they're not held accountable. I find it hard to believe that this individual, this law enforcement officer, doesn't know about his colleague who spit in my face. But, you know, I don't expect him to actually opine on that while he has a badge on. Maybe a off-the-clock discussion. But, you know, I try and be respectful. I try and exercise my rights peacefully. But yet, in the last 5 years, I've been arrested 13 times with 0 criminal convictions. So that tells you everything you need to know about the system. The fact that we have a video of me leaving the property, Brian Fahey's property, no signage posted, yet I'm still being maliciously prosecuted by a state's attorney with the same last name as Fahey, allegedly no relation, but John Fahey, the state's attorney, is still maliciously prosecuting me when the video evidence clearly, not only the video evidence, the police reports state that it wasn't clearly posted, the sign, the private property sign. So I've been exonerated by video and evidence and police reports, and yet I'm still being maliciously prosecuted, and I have a trial coming up on August 11th, where if I'm found guilty, I can be sentenced up to 90 days in the county jail here. So, you know, it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. This man right here, I want to get his name and badge number before I leave. Officer, you mind if I get your name?
Yeah, Officer Matthew Zipley.
Zipley, thank you. It was nice meeting you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, Officer Zipley here of the Connecticut State Police is cordial, respectful, professional, and most importantly, honors his oath to the United States Constitution. Has no problem with me filming him. I was getting up to 3 feet, you know, super close to him. He didn't just have a phobia of a camera like most law enforcement officers do. So it's good to see. It's good to see. He watches my videos, he knows who I am, so hopefully I have affected some change here in law enforcement. People are more respectful, but Officer Zipley seems like a respectful guy in his own, so I appreciate his service to the community, and I appreciate, you know, the law enforcement officers who honor their oath and respect our Constitution. It's the most important thing, and as Americans, we need to come together. So I know this one wasn't, you know, me getting...
But here's the biggest takeaway. Once the inspection concludes, the officer surprises the auditor by complimenting his respectful approach and acknowledging that he has watched his videos before. The auditor then reflects on his past arrests, ongoing legal battles, and his belief that accountability should focus on misconduct rather than attacking every officer equally. Before leaving, he thanks Officer Matthew Zippy for honoring the Constitution and respecting the public's right to record. In the end, this encounter delivers a powerful reminder that professionalism, mutual respect, and constitutional freedoms can successfully bridge the gap between law enforcement and the communities they serve.